What's going on, Catella and AUHSD geographers? This is Mr. Majewski. As promised, I am coming at you with an AP exam update here on Friday, April 3rd. I am so excited to be bringing you this update. We got some big news. So let's start with the big one. So the revised AP exam information is now out, and big news, our exam date is Tuesday, May 12th. It will be at 1 p.m. All right, and that's our time. You have to be there at that time, so clear your schedule now. All right, make sure that you are available at 1 p.m. on May 12th. That's a Tuesday. That is your one and only time to take the AP exam. All right, so we have a date. It's actually 1 week exactly later than it was supposed to be, so it's not a big difference. Now, hey, there is a makeup opportunity. The makeup's in like early June or something like that, but you have to have a guaranteed confirmed excuse to take the makeup, just like a regular AP year. So for all intents and purposes, we're going to be taking it May 12th, and you need to be prepared to be able to do so. So it's full steam ahead on Monday because we have a lot to do as we move forward. Let's get to the next big piece of information, folks. And that, of course, is the exam itself, right? The revised AP exam format. Gone is the multiple choice, right? Gone is the old FRQ format. Instead, we have this kind of parceled down, right? Miniaturized version of the real thing, which is awesome. Look at the opportunity that it's going to present to us. Okay, so first off, you got an FRQ, 25 minutes long. It's going to be a two-stimulus FRQ. That means there will be two sources that you have to analyze and probably compare against one another. Now, you can assume it's probably going to be maybe two different maps at different scales, right? Or maybe two images. If you remember, we did a culture FRQ on AP Classroom, and they had two different pictures, if you remember. One of them was like a San Francisco street, right? And I think one of them was an image of another ethnic neighborhood, and it kind of asked you to compare and contrast what was in those images that proved they were cultural. Anyways, FRQ1 is going to be like that. It's going to be a two-stimulus 25-minute response. Guys, 25 minutes is a normal FRQ. So another way of saying this is you're going to have one normal FRQ just like always, just like you would have if it had actually been the AP exam. Then, at the 25-minute mark, you will have 5 minutes to upload your FRQ online, right? And then once that 5-minute upload period is done, boom, we move right into the second FRQ, FRQ2. Now, this is going to be a one-stimulus FRQ. So here you're only going to have one source, one image, right? One visual to analyze in order to answer the FRQ. Now, you'll notice this FRQ max is only 15 minutes long, right? So it's going to be a smaller, shorter version of the first one. And then again, after the 15-minute mark, you'll have 5 minutes to upload. So all told, if you do the math, this exam is going to be 50 minutes long. We're going to start it at 1. We're going to be done, uploaded with our second FRQ by 1:50. Guys, if you miss these deadlines in any way, if you miss the deadline for FRQ1, if you miss the deadline for FRQ2, and you try to upload them after the fact, boom, no, it won't be scored, and you will not be receiving a passing score. All right, so anyways, what a change. This is pretty wild. As you can tell, our primary focus from this point forward is going to be those FRQs. We're going to be really hammering the writing here on out. Other rules, hey, the exam is open note, so you're allowed to technically have notes and other resources that are in front of you to assist you. Now, what College Board says is notes and resources aren't going to be enough to help you on these questions. You're going to really have to demonstrate your knowledge, understanding, and skills in a way where notes aren't supposed to be able to help you. You may use a computer, you may use a phone, you may use any other electronic device to type out your response. Or check this out, you can actually write out your response, take a picture of it, and then upload that picture. As long as you are following all other requirements and you get it in according to the time, you should be good to go. You are good to go. Students need to make sure they have fully accessed the College Board website. Guys, this is important. You need to really make sure that you are logged in and ready to go before the test day, before exam day. I have these great fears and concerns that on exam day, students are going to be frantically trying to log in and they're not going to be able to access, and they won't get the exam when they're supposed to get it. They won't submit it in time. We need to avoid that as best we can by being so ready and advanced and prepared. We're going to make sure that our device is ready and able to bring home that passing score. Hey, here's another boost. Here's another bonus. They're going to do a simulated exam prior to the actual exam. So at some period prior to the exam, they're going to do a mock exam, the exact same format. And we can practice on that. So that's a really, really good thing for us to have, because we'll have this simulated exam before the real thing. So when we do the real thing, there shouldn't be any surprises. We should know exactly what we're getting. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there is a makeup exam, but only if you have an excused reason to miss the original test date, and those excused reasons are tough. And so chances are you're going to be taking it on the regular day, May 12th. You need to be prepared to do so. Remember, because of our shortened year, we have a shortened number of units to cover, right? Remember, I just wanted to refresh your memory. There are 5 units out of the 7 that we would normally cover. The fundamentals is a rather small unit. You may remember it from back in August. Population migration is Unit 2. Culture, which includes language, religion, and ethnicity. Unit 4 is political geography. And then Unit 5 is agriculture. So the FRQs are coming primarily from those topics. When I say primarily, it may come from more than one of them. All right? So it may be a mix of more than one topic, especially if it's a culture topic, for instance. All righty? Our schedule for the rest of the year is pretty simple, folks. We're going to review for the exam every day in class until May 12th. Now, our review is going to take different shapes, right? First, we will have our live Zoom class meetings Monday and Wednesday. Check the schedule on Schoology. Of course, you know I record these videos from those sessions, so at the very least, you need to watch those if you are not there. But quite frankly, folks, you need to be there. We're going to be practice, review, practice FRQ, grading, and critiquing those FRQs. So we've got to be in the live class meetings. On the days that we do not meet as a class, you need to check your daily Schoology folder to go through and complete any assignments for that day. Remember, we don't meet live every day, and so it's Schoology on the days that we do not. Those Schoology assignments are there intentionally, by design, for a reason. You need to really make sure you're getting those babies done, because that's going to be one of the keys to success on May 12th. Here's another one. Mr. Majewski's office hours are probably more important now than they ever would have been before, and here's why. During those office hours, we're going to be looking at simulated questions. We're going to be going through how we would respond to those questions. We're going to be looking at our practice responses. And so the office hours, you almost need to plan on trying to attend as much as the class meetings. Now remember, all of that is optional, but you need to do your best. If you really want to pass that exam, get that grade boost, right? Get all the benefits of a passing AP exam. Please do everything in your next 5 weeks to ensure the greatest amount of success. Now, grades. Grades are frozen for the remainder of the year. They can only go up from here. So that means we are in complete review mode now until the end of the year. You're only going to be able to improve your grade through 2 ways from now on in this class. One of them's easy. If you have any missing classwork or missing homework, make it up. All right? I'm not going to let you make up any exams or FRQs unless you're in the e-learning class. E-learning, I will still allow that. Bonus points is your second way of earning points. Hey, you're going to get bonus points for every virtual class session that you come to. You'll get bonus points for every office hours that you come to. You'll get bonus points if you participate in those class sessions or office hours. You'll get bonus points for doing the daily activities in the class sessions and office hours. And you get bonus points for completing your daily Schoology assignments as well. Guys, you have the opportunity to earn a ton of bonus points between now and May 12th. I'm not accepting any assignments after the AP exam. So every effort needs to be made in the next 5 weeks. because for all intents and purposes, the grade book is closed after the AP exam. What do I need from all of you? Well, hey, here's what I need. I need your continued attention and involvement. Now more than ever, I need your best 5 weeks now. You have all this time at home. Really, we can focus in. We don't have a lot that's within our control right now, folks, but guess what is this, all right? Our ability to prepare for this exam. Our ability to really, really put forth the effort, right? And our ability to follow through on May 12th in that 50-minute window. So I need your attention. I need your involvement. Stick with me, guys, right? For the next 5 weeks, stick with me. Stay with me on a daily basis. It's going to be worth it. We're going to push through. We're going to have such incredible success. I'm fired up. Hey, you got to be checking our course site daily. You got to complete our activities if you really want to pass this exam. Hey, you have to be reviewing on your own as well. That's a key part to it. You cannot just rely on the class periods. You cannot just rely on the office hours. You have to be prepared to review some of the time on your own as well. Every minute you do, just a little bit better on test day, all right? Another thing, we're going to do this in class, but you must practice for this new format, especially the time constraints. Again, if you miss the time constraints, you're done. And so we need to get used and comfortable to these new time constraints for this exam. And like I said, amidst all this chaos, this is such an opportunity for you and I to focus in on our personal, our academic goals, right? That's still under our control. Folks, I'm super excited. Finally, last thing I want to say to you is thank you, right? You guys have been awesome so far. You've been so flexible in rolling with Mr. Majewski as things have seemingly changed and then changed again, and in some instances changed a third time. So I want to thank you for your patience and your willingness to really keep at it during what I can't really describe as anything other than an unprecedented time. I know it's going to off for us on May 12th. That's a typo. It's May 12th. I want to thank you all one last time. And hey, this is great. This is such an opportunity. All right. And I am so fired up. We're going to make this the best 5.5 weeks that we have all year long. Mr. M is here for you. I will see everybody on Monday. We're going full steam ahead. Monday, virtual class. Be there, all right? Because that's when we're going to start this review process, and you need to be there to soak every little bit of it up. Mr. M, signing off. All right, have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you Monday for our first review. Have a great, great day.